Yeah, this past Saturday we played Fort Scott. It came down to the last possession of the game like we thought it would. It was a game where we jumped out early, 10-0, and then kind of let them back in with two quick scores to make it 14-10, and then we had a costly turnover that gave up a touchdown on, so it made it 21-10, and then we responded with a touchdown before the half to make it 21-17, and then we were able to gain the lead in the second half and get up 24-21, and then kick another field goal to make it 27-21, and held the lead for most of the fourth quarter. And then we had some missed opportunities throughout the fourth quarter, which kind of hurt us at different times. Had a possession with 3 minutes left where we didn't run much clock off, and they were able to get the ball back after a block punt and go in and score with about a minute left, minute 50 seconds, and you just can't do that and can't beat yourself in games like that. But it was a game where we had an opportunity even at the end. Way, who played incredible for us, made a big play to get us down to the 50 or 40-yard line, somewhere in there, and had an opportunity down at the end zone too to make a play, and we just weren't able to capitalize. Gave up some pressure and missed some throws throughout the time. But our kids fought hard and competed. We just weren't able to pull it out against a good team. Yeah, Marcelo didn't play this week, which is obviously a big loss for us. Obviously we'd love to have him out there. He's got a thumb injury that, is going to probably sideline him for the rest of the year. But we had some guys step up. Obviously Jamarius Way, who I mentioned earlier, had 8 catches for 144 yards and 3 touchdowns, and really rose to the occasion. And then Jawan played pretty well in Marcel's absence. So Jawan had, I think, 5 catches or so for 80 yards and played pretty well. And then on the ground game, we had Ethan Barnett again step up and carry the ball 20 times for over 100 yards. I think it's a 100-yard game, which we haven't had a back do here in a couple weeks besides what he did earlier on this year. So he's playing really well, and we just got to get more consistent all the way offensively. Defensively, we're led by the same guys each and every week with Guthrie and some of those guys up front, and some guys in the back end made some plays too for us. So for us up front, D-line wise, Jamori Fox stepped up a little bit and played a little bit better than he has been the last couple weeks. Made some big-time plays for us. D'Angelo Anderson is continuing to make plays. Chris Miller on defense. They've all played well. And then in the back end, Jadarius Byrd had an interception and a fumble recovery. Javonte Arias had 11 tackles. So guys are continuing to play and get better throughout the year and develop. But we just got to put it all together against some good football teams. Yeah, we've got a tough task at hand this week against Butler. Butler's a national powerhouse, and they have been for a number of years. And this game presents a lot of challenges for us. Going on the road 8 hours, it's a night game, which means that we're going to be in a hotel most of the day, sitting around until we can get to the stadium at 5 o'clock. So there's a lot of challenges, but we've mentioned it to our kids and prepared them for it. We're trying to take every action possible that way that they're ready to go. But we've played well against Butler the last 2 years. Obviously, we beat them last year when they were number 3 in the country. And this year, this is a bigger game than even that was a year ago, because it would put us in position to be 5-4 above 500 and have an opportunity to get into a bowl game, with the 6 wins. So that's what we're looking for. That's what we're shooting for. But obviously, it's a tough task at hand against a really good football team.